Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay here from Easy Blade. We got a great one today, guys. We're doing this beautiful skin fade here. Started off with my T outliner, just skinning them out from the temple area of the head, going all the way around the head, guys. And you want to make sure this is very clean. Make sure it's nice and, straight across. Both sides are leveled with each other. And this is gonna be a good one, guys. Just stick in there. This fade came out pretty much really blurry. What I did here was take my shaver and basically shave around the head to make sure it's nice and clean. You wanna have that baby feel on the back of his head. Now we're gonna start off with our wall clipper all the way open, and we're gonna basically create a guideline, guys. This haircut's gonna be pretty cool because we're gonna do freehand at the top of the hair. So we're gonna freehand the top of the hair, which is really cool. And then, so you wanna go all the way around the head, guys, making your guideline the way you wanna make it. If you wanna make it bigger than this, you can make it bigger than this. But I kinda stick to the whole, like, maybe 1 inch, inch and a half mark for my guideline. Just making that line all the way around the head. Making sure everything's nice and even, guys. Now with this particular fade, we didn't need to use too many guards. We went ahead and threw on the 1.5 guard, then we dropped down to our 1, and then we dropped down to our half, and then we skinned it out. Love the way this haircut came out. Now everybody that knows, if you're a barber out there, different hair comes out different ways, and with this specific haircut it came out very blurry. Here we go with our 1.5, just flicking our wrist when we get to that top part of the head. Like I said, the rest of the hair is going to be free-handed all the way around. Again, flicking my wrist, and as I get higher, I'm opening my lever. Okay, and you can see me throwing the clipper to the side. What I'm basically doing is basically throwing the hair away from the clipper. Sometimes if you let that hair stack up too much, it'll kind of get in the way of your blending or your, using the clipper or whatever it is. So here we go. I'm just blending out the sideburns a little bit right there. And we drop down to our 1 guard, and same thing. We close the guard when we get to our guideline, and as we get higher, we open it up. Now this isn't gonna make the guideline disappear all the way. This is just gonna give it start the transition for that guideline to go away. Now all you guys out there that are starting to fade hair, or you new guys, don't concentrate on that skin line, just concentrate on that guideline. So when you're fading hair, you wanna concentrate on 1 line at a time. You don't want to concentrate on the whole haircut, guys. That's how you get lost. You start thinking about everything. You start thinking about the top. Concentrate on one thing at a time, guys, and that's going to really set you free and set you, give you a map. So when you're doing something, you need a map, guys, and your map will be your plan. Now we drop down to our half. Now if we open this machine up all the way, it is a half. Now, except when we put on our half guard, it makes our half extended. So we close that, turn it to a half, and we start to open it up. It's about a half and some more, all right? So we're basically blending into that previous clip and just starting to make it look good. Same thing over here. The guideline is starting to go away. Now you do want to go over this more because video purposes is kind of being speeded up. We can't put a whole 30 to 35, 40-minute haircut within this tutorial because, you want to make sure that I can give you guys all the steps. It would be too long of a video. So you want to make sure that you're cleaning it up and making sure it's nice and clean. So obviously I'm going over it a lot more than you see in the video. So you want to make sure it's not going to be a 1, 2, 3 thing. When you see YouTube barber tutorials, that it takes time. It looks easy on camera sometimes. Even with anything on YouTube, it looks really easy. And then in the background, behind the scenes, it takes a little longer than you think. Now here we are with our machine fully closed. Now if your machine is adjusted right, if it's 0 gapped, you should be able to take out that skin line. Now if you guys don't know how to 0 gap your clipper, whatever clipper you have, we do have videos on this channel showing you how to 0 gap your clippers, 0 gap your wall clippers, 0 gap your Andis clipper. So we do have how to 0 gap. Now 0 gapping is very important to remove the skin line. Most of the time when people are new at fading, they have a lot of problems taking out the skin line. That's one of the most important parts of the haircut, guys. Taking out that skin line, taking out those guidelines. Once you start messing up those things, then you basically just start messing up, you know, the haircut just looks messed up. So you want to make sure that you know how to remove them. And again, one line at a time. You see I concentrated on that guideline. Now what we're doing here is just concentrating on that skin line. And as long as we're opening our clipper all the way, remembering where that guideline was, you won't have a problem making it go higher. You don't want to make, basically you don't want to start another guideline, because then the haircut's going to look like, you know, it's going to look bad. It's just not going to look blended, you know. Now you see I have a little brush there. Now that little brush is key because there's a lot of little micro hairs that start to get stuck in between the fade and start to confuse you a little bit. So as you're doing your steps, you want to make sure that you're brushing the hair away from the head. As you guys can see, the fade is coming out pretty good. It's looking pretty blurry. I just love the way this fade came out. And you basically, like I said, guys, make sure that you're brushing that hair, getting all that little hairs out the way. That's really gonna confuse you. Here we go from the front. We're gonna start our freehand. And I'm basically just freehanding it, guys. Almost like a flat top, but it's not a flat top, giving it more of a round effect. It just gives it a better look. And we're also gonna hit the front headline as well. Now, if you look at this headline, you can see there's like a cowlick right there on the left side. So you wanna be careful with that. You don't wanna go all the way up. So what I did was just kind of follow it across. Now you can see my freehand, I'm just kind of going over it, kind of like it's an afro or a flat top. Now you wanna have a steady hand for this, guys. You wanna have complete control over the clipper. And just make sure that you're steady hand, holding that hand. And it's gonna look a lot cleaner once we start shaping it up. It's really gonna pop out. And this is how we did it. Just freehanding, making sure everything is even. Make sure your customer doesn't have any hair. Now what I did was, like I said, I combed it down right here. I wanna get any of those hairs. And I'm not gonna go into the cowlick area. I start off in the middle, and then I work my way from left to right. So in this case, we're gonna start off at the right. Then I'm gonna go on the other side of the head from the middle. The middle is my guide. And then we're gonna work our way to the left. All right. And it's not gonna look as crisp without the straight edge razor to make it really pop out. Okay, guys. Don't try to go too crazy with your outliner, because you will end up pushing the hair back. And as you can see right here, I stay within where the cowlick is at. I didn't go any higher than that. We just hit the sides of the hair. And we're gonna go ahead after this, guys, and work on that beard, guys. Special bonus for you guys, we're gonna shape up the beard as well. Not only do we have a fade haircut, we also have the beard. I'm going over this a little bit more with my trimmers. As you can see, it looks nice and sharp. And then we're gonna lighten up the beard. So what we did on the beard was basically a 1.5 guard. Not taking too much off, keeping it more on the darker side. We're gonna go ahead and lighten up this area. And I'm gonna blend in those sideburns a little bit. Now, I have full tutorials on here about how to blend in a beard, how to shape a beard, so you can see more of a detail on how to blend in the beard. Grab your T-outliner. And guys, you wanna learn how to adjust this T-outliner as well. This is the Babyliss Pro T-outliner. If you guys wanna learn how to adjust this T-outliner, we do have that on the page as well. You wanna make sure that your T-outliners are nice and sharp, guys. As you can see, I just barely tapped it and it looks very sharp using the T-outliner. I'm not gonna get too detailed with the T-outliner on the beard. If you guys know, if you watch the tutorials, I love to hit it with a straight razor. The straight razor really is gonna make it pop. Same thing on this side, guys. We're gonna hit it with the 1.5, just making sure it's nice and lightened up, making sure it's clean. I'm gonna go ahead and blend those sideburns in a little bit. And the same thing, guys. Using my T-outliner, connecting those lines together from the bottom and also on the side. Now, it's always key to have sharp tools, clean tools, tools that are ready to go. It's like any other job, guys. If you know your hair clippers are like, if you were like a plumber or something like that, they would have to have good tools. They have to make sure they have tools that work. So a lot of times the performance might not be there if you don't have tools that work. So you wanna make sure that all your tools work, all your tools are sharp, all of them adjusted. That's the biggest thing when cutting hair. It's all about the tools, guys. Even your barber chair is a tool. You just wanna make sure that you have your tools situated. Now I did the mustache, I went under the lip. And then I'm doing it at the top of the lip, not taking it too thin. We're gonna keep it a little wider on the mustache side. And again, most of my details are gonna come in with the straight razor. I'm just not we're gonna use some Easy Blade shave gel. So now what we did, we applied the Easy Blade shave gel. It's clear, translucent. Put it on the beard, that's gonna allow the blade to glide. We're gonna use the Easy Blade wood handle here with the Easy Blade double-edged razors. And you can see the haircut is starting to pop out a lot more. We're gonna hit the beard, pull that skin, make sure that you're pulling it and holding your blade, your straight razor at a 30 degree angle, guys. I'm sorry about that. And just make sure that you're giving it a nice crisp look. Now, if you guys wanna learn how to shape up beards, again, go to the channel, guys. We have straight beard tutorials with a bunch of different barbers, myself, showing you guys how to shape up a beard. You can see that line was really, really crisp. I talk a lot about that. I have a video on that, you know, how to make a crisp line on a beard, shaping up the mustache. And that's what we got, guys. So we got the nice blend, we got the nice beard. You guys can see the fade looks really good. I'm gonna give him a 360 or 180, whatever you wanna call it. And that's what we have, guys. Again, Jay here from EasyBladeShavingProducts.com. I will talk to you guys soon. If you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe.